04 left hand.
12 knots, bearing between 030.
So we've got what we need. We've got the QNH, we've got the runway, we've got the circuit pattern,
Yeah.
and we've got the revision Romeo.
Yeah. So if you're happy with that, you can put it on, swap the frequency over.
Lovely Morocco, Roger. I've just transferred another aircraft Saratoga in the Ledbury area to Shobden, they're inbound to there, and 3-4 Shobden, bye.
Roger, 3-4 Shobden, thanks for your help. Copy.
Okay, so where are you on the checklist now?
So avionics on, clutch lights have gone out, warm up to 70-75. So warming up. So clutch just retensioning as expected. Engine gauges are warming in the green, lower into the green. We could do a mag drop check now. So looking at the needles, 2 to left, 1 1000, 2 1000, okay, and back. Let them recover. 1 to the left, 1 1000, 2 1000, and recovering. So those are fine. We could do a spread clutch check. Sorry, car beat for that. Sorry, car beat is coming out and looking for the carbon temperature indicator to rise. Okay, car temperature has risen. Going back down to hover settings for 1 inch. Spread clutch check at 75 revs RPM. Needle splits. Going to roll off the needles, roll off the revs, sorry, and see the splits. Splits fine. Going back to 75. So doors are latched.
Not supposed to be up there yet, are we?
Just rolling back down 75. Also the engine getting warm, increasing revs for me. I'll keep it at 70 just to make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay, so spread clutch needle splits done, doors are closed and latched. Check your side. Collectives should now go off. Okay, it's fully off. So the map check, we've already checked that. We've got 20.
About 8 miles to the north.
13 degrees, 16 degrees now, is it? Oh, right, okay, fine, so it's a bit less.
Just a warm air, now you've got the engine. Because you've got the engine warming up where the outside air temperature is now, so
Yeah.
it's
Okay, so
slightly.
16 degrees, so it takes us to 24.3, so 23.4, about that for max continuous, and then hover power is 24.3, yeah. Okay, so governor, we can raise it up now. Warning lights up to let the governor take over. Clutch is retensioning. Okay, you're going to lift the collective and roll off the revs to see your warning light horn to read and rolling off. Going down again, raising the revs back up. We're good to
Well,
go.
we don't need to split the needles at that point because you've already split the needles.
Yeah.
So I'll have it a minute. So just put your hand on the collective. So all you need to do is raise the collective lever up a little bit, and then just close the throttle. Because the key is we want to check it comes on at 97%. You're doing that.
Too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All you need to do.
So keep it at 90, so raise it slightly, rolling the revs off, and down.
So, yeah, so we're checking the horn and the light come on at 97%. That's the purpose of that check.
Okay.
Basic service, support car signal being Ledbury, change position.
It's not very comfortable in the seat, the one. Okay, so we need to do a radio call. So Gloucester Tower, where's the thing? Golf, Golf, Juliet, Charlie, Delta.
Yeah, so stop there, then he'll come back to you and say pass your message.
Yep.
Then you'll say
Golf Golf Juliet Charlie Delta with information Romeo, looking for information.
So what the key information we've got?
QNH 1008,
Yeah.
runway 04 with a left-hand circuit, looking for airfield information.
No, we've got airfield information. That was on the ATIS.
All right.
So what we want a standard helicopter departure to the
Standard
north.
helicopter departure to north.
Yeah. So it's who we are, details, and
Where we're
request.
going.
Yeah.
Okay, so first call done.
Yeah.
Gloucester Towers, Golf Golf Juliet Charlie Delta.
Golf Golf Juliet Charlie Delta, Gloucester Tower, flash message.
Golf Golf Juliet Charlie Delta, QNH 1008 with information Romeo, looking for departure to the north.
Golf Golf Juliet Charlie Delta, Gloucester Tower, roger. Give way to a fixed-wing aircraft on Alpha. You should be just visual with right to left, then taxi only point X-ray.
Giving way to the light aircraft and taxi to X-ray, Golf Golf Juliet Charlie Delta.
Okay, so you forgot to say give them the runway in use.
Off number
Runway,
0, port
yeah,
final number 1.
And you haven't set everything ready.
Dear. What's this one here for then? That's the new one.
That was a VOR, it's not a direction indicator.
Golf Alpha Tango, roger. Standard helicopter arrival Tele North.
Okay.
Runway 04 left hand in use, QFE 1004. Standard helicopter arrival to Heli North, runway 04 left hand and QFE 1004. Helicopter Golf Alpha Tango. Golf Alpha Tango, 3 miles to run. A Robin joining from the northwest for a direct join, left base runway 04. Auto and looking, Golf Alpha Tango.
Okay. Nice and slow, nice and steady, bring ourselves up into the
So
hover.
in terms of taxiing, we can go direct over there to
So
X-ray?
go around the grass, so we're avoiding that, and
Yep.
then go across the taxiway. So go across the taxiway at 90 degrees, over to the grass runway, and then taxi up to X-ray.
Okay. Okay, so we don't have to say ready to lift it or anything, we don't have to let them know.
No, she's cleared us to taxi.
We're already ready to go. Okay, so getting light on the skids.
Gloucester Tower, Golf Oscar Mike at Alpha 3, just checking cleared to cross the runway to get to Bravo 1.
Golf Oscar Mike, A firm, continue round, that's all now taxiway Bravo, so continue to hold point Bravo 1.
Continue to Bravo 1 on Golf Oscar Mike.
Thanks for checking.
Okay, so pedal turn it that way, so you're into wind, then go across the edge of the apron here, so that we aim down the taxiway, cross over the taxiway to the grass, and then taxi. That gives us the minimum interference with any aircraft coming up or down the taxiway.
Yeah.
Golf Charlie Delta via X-ray and Yankee, cross runway 04, standard helicopter departure north, clear for takeoff, wind 040, 12 knots.
Golf Golf Juliet Charlie Delta.
Cross 04 via X-ray and Yankee, and clear to take off, Golf Charlie Delta. Okay, so go straight from here now. So transition forward, and then we're going to S-turn it, so we get across that runway. So then we're going to fly around. So with your forward airspeed, keep it flying. Fly to the left. So we're going to go out through the gap in the middle.
Golf Alpha Tango Alpha 22, just departing to the north, cleared to land at Heli North, wind 040,
Around a little bit more. Start over, fly the work in progress. And then we go
Golf
back
Charlie
round.
Delta now 22, 3 miles northwest inbound.
Looking, Golf Charlie Delta. And just aim out in that direction. Yeah, so which gives you a clear for takeoff, crossing clearance. He said via X-ray and Yankee, crossing 04, so it was important to read those facts back.
Okay.
And cleared for takeoff. So Charlie Delta will
Good
not
morning,
be
Redhead
sufficient.
69, about start,
Only if
Romeo
we've got an air
108.
ground.
269 Gloucester Tower, QNH correct, South of the 2.
If you're an air ground facility, then that's acceptable, but
Yeah, no
we're
towers.
full air traffic ATC control here.
Yeah.
So clearance for takeoff of full readbacks.
Golf Charlie Delta basic service.
You can say basic service to us.
Basic service, Golf, Juliet, Charlie Delta.
Okay, so we're looking out for an R22 and continue your climb, so get climbing power set in there. Let's get some height. R22's in our 11 o'clock, 10
Visual.
o'clock there.
It does drop, doesn't it, this collective?
Yeah. Fortunately, there's nothing you can do. You can feel the collective's already quite heavy, so they put the tightest spring on it. So there's nothing more they can do other than us living with it now.
We are north of the livery and switch to Shopton.
So under feet for Shopton 118.155, stand by.
118.155, thank you for your service.
Vacate right at the end and taxi to Cotswold Cross runway 04.
Vacate the end and the conference roll, so
Cool. Bit bumpy today.
Yes!
Are we going to be below cloud base at 2000, you think?
Oh yeah, easily. And in the Malvern Hills there, the top of the Malvern Hills, the highest peak is about 1,400 feet.
Okay.
So you can see that we've got at least 500 foot clearance above that. So
Yeah.
probably slightly less over in that direction, so it's slightly murky that way. So I'm sure we're northwestish.
Yeah.
So roughly where's the wind coming from, at least the surface wind at the airport?
Yeah, I would say it's probably more northeast, to be honest.
Yeah, so the 80s did tell us where the wind was. So
Yeah.
again, that's useful information to pick up. You may not be reading it back.
Yeah,
It's
03,
useful.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always useful for us to know where the wind's coming from and roughly what strength it is.
Yeah.
So we'll get ourselves to 2,000 feet. We will get ourselves into level flight, 75 knots, 2,000 feet. We'll do our hazel checks. We'll turn ourselves into wind whilst we're doing those hazel checks so we can have a good look around us and make sure behind us is clear. So a positive look out on the hazel checks. And then we'll just, as we said, start off with some standard auto rotations to start with to get ourselves, see where we're at on those.
Okay, so approaching 2,000 feet, building the speed to 75 knots.
Whenever you're ready, hazel checks.
Okay, Okay, so height is 2000, area is green field mainly. We are still securing our seatbelts, warning lights are out, engine revs are good, T's and P's are green, green, green. Carb heat is fully out. I'm going to turn us back into wind.
Yeah, about 030 I reckon. Or at least that's a nice easy reference on the DI or compass. Get your speed back to 75 knots before you do that entry, so try and hold the speed in the turn. Yeah, go when you're ready.
2,700 feet over Stroud, request joining instructions.
Okay, for one last look out. Everything's clear. Practice, auto-rotation, go.
Forward 5 miles to run. Straightened approach on runway 04 left, QFE 1004, report 5 miles. Golf to Oscar. Golf Oscar Mike, basic service, report passing Egypt. Basic service, Golf Oscar Mike.
Okay, pulling out auto-rotation now.
Back up to 2,000 feet.
Yeah, let it come a bit more left on there. I didn't put enough right pedal in to maintain that heading.
Yeah. Okay, don't forget to return the carb heat.
Right, that's dropped by itself, isn't it? That's
It does, yes.
Okay, let's head for the slight hill over there.
Yep, it's called Breeden Hill.
Breeden Hill, it's a gliding hill, is it?
So again?
Do these sailplanes use that for lift or?
No.
No?
No.
They do along that bridge behind, don't they? One over there.
Yeah, there's gliders down that way.
Yeah, Nipsfield, isn't it?
Nipsfield,
Yeah.
gliders in Aston Town. Quite often get hang gliders off the Malverns.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get ourselves back up to 2,000 feet. We'll then do a level turn onto a heading of 210, in other words, putting ourselves downwind.
Yep.
And then we'll enter auto-rotation downwind and turn into wind during the auto-rotation.
Okay. Okay, so that's 2,000 feet, straight level turn to T10, was it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Golf to Oscar 5 miles. Golf to Oscar, continue approach number 1. Continue approach number 1, Golf to Oscar.
Okay, 210. So our height is 2,100, Area is green fields. We are still securing our seat belts. Warning lights are out. Engine revs are good. T's and P's are green, green, green. Carb heat is now fully out. Having one last look out.
Okay, when you're ready.
Okay, ready for auto rotation 180.
Remember the saying is practice auto rotation.
Rotation, sorry, yeah, sorry. That's completely wrong, wasn't it?
Control your revs.
Red head 690, taxi departure to north.
Okay, auto rotation pulling out.
Wind X-ray, wind 0509 out. Taxi on board X-ray, red head 690.
Okay.
Yeah, revs dropped off too much.
Yeah, so what you want to do is lower the lever first to get your revs restored.
And then
Because
go
once
up.
by raising the lever up, your revs actually continue to decay further.
Right.
So, climb away.
So we've gone that same course to that hill again.
Yeah, back up to 2,000 feet, and then we'll turn ourselves back downwind and have another go at that. And remember to do something in the climb.
Overhead, please. Stop off X-ray, standard overhead, join runway 04 left hand. GP 1004, port 3 miles.
Standard overhead, join 04 left hand. GP 1004, zero takeoff.
Oscar, runway 04, clear to land with 0509.
I've got really bad whistling in my wind in my ears. Do you have the same on yours?
You've got a little bit of whistling from the aircraft itself,
Oh, right.
which is quite often with balance and the airflow whistling around the airframe of the aircraft.
Yeah.
Golf Blue Oscar, read back, landing clearance. Straight to join 04, QFE 1004.
Sometimes you can get rid of it.
Golf Blue Oscar, runway 04,
There you go.
clear to land with
Yeah,
05.
find little
Right,
swing
isn't it?
spots, yeah.
Clear to land, Golf Blue Oscar.
Helicopter Golf Alpha Tango at Yankee request taxi to the main apron and visual to your helicopter.
Golf Alpha Tango, Roger, order Yankee.
Order Yankee, Golf Alpha Tango.
Red Head 6 unable to depart, remaining east of runway 04 initially. Red Head 6 unable. 6 remaining east of runway 04 until after noise abatement. Runway clear to take off with 05.
I'm trying to fly as in balance as possible, but the wind noise is still
Yeah.
in a balance. Well, just the aircraft, I think. Not me.
Yeah. Sometimes it's almost you've got to put it out of balance slightly for it to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf off Mike Oscar X-ray 3 miles.
Golf Oscar X-ray traffic just departed. Will be tracking westbound shortly is Eurocopter report sending down flight.
Roger, looking and report.
Okay, it's Robinson 2000. Just going to build this airspeed
Golf Kilo Oscar backtrack
Should we do a
vacate
straight level
first
turn
left
again?
to Sky Park.
to 210.
Yep. Yep.
Backtrack vacate first left.
And we're going to do an auto rotation downwind. So we're going to do the auto rotation. So yeah, level turn round into zero on the downwind position again.
Yeah.
So we can do that same auto turning into wind.
Now, traffic 3 miles north of the field, inbound sea overhead, 2,000 feet is a flat track. Credit 69, traffic copy, proceeding north. Gloucester approach, Delta Papa Oscar Papa Alpha inbound. Delta Papa Oscar Papa Alpha. straight ahead or direct right base from wing. Correction. Left hand downwind from 04.
Left hand downwind 04.
Come about going left hand downwind from way 04.
Okay, so height to 2000.
5 miles.
Area is green fields. We are still securing our seatbelts. Warning lights are out. Heads and revs are good. TCPs are green, green, green. Pulling car peaks. Max ready for auto rotation.
Okay, we'll get your speed back to 75 knots beforehand.
Copy the traffic off the Belmont. Only have 14 miles to run at this time.
So try and hold that speed whilst you do those hazel checks.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're ready.
Okay, have a nice look out. Practice auto rotation. Go.
Information on 124030. Drop off to Mike, recall question. Wellsbourne information, good day. Recall Wellsbourne, good day.
You actually have more right pedal in there for balance.
69 a basic
Slip ball's not
service.
quite in the middle there.
69 basic service, negative operating area of 2 degrees for the next 5-10 minutes.
Okay, recovering from auto rotation.
Would it be possible to join crosswind for 04?
Drop off our base left.
Thanks very much, got some help to join crosswind.
Okay, back up to 2000. And then I will demonstrate a maximum range automation to you.
Drop off get 34 with Fred 69 and Deacon H1007.
1007 right at 69.
And what have we forgotten?
Yeah, that's why timing's so slow. Power. Which is probably a bit.
Gloucester Tower, November 774, Mike with Young Lee, from outside RGD, with information tango QNH1007, request taxi for VFR departure.
Number 774 Mike Whiskey, got flying last mean taxi on Blue Bravo 1.
Bravo 1, November 4, Mike Whiskey.
We'll get to 2000 eventually.
Yep.
Okay, approaching 2000. We're going to drop the nose to build to airspeed. Slightly more collective.
Okay, I have control.
You have control.
So we're going to have a look at that maximum range auto rotation. So height, as you said, is 2,000 feet. Area, I can't see anything behind us as well. Engine, nice green fields. A little bit of water down there, but we'll try and avoid that.
Yep.
We're both still secure. Warning lights are still out. T's and P's are still good. party is coming fully out. And still nothing seen ahead now. So, following through on the controls, practice auto-rotation, go. The lever's going dull, no flare on this one, we want to maintain 75 knots. Raising the collective lever up to bring our rotor RPM down. Once we hear the horn, then just fine-tuning it to bring the revs there. 75 knots we've got, just ducked under slightly, and we'll just hold it like that. Nice and noisy. Probably just getting slightly more distance than we would if we were at 65 knots.
Yeah.
With the rotor RPM at the top of the green. So to recover, lever's going down, the horn's off, throttle's coming in, raise that lever up, whee, come on, there we go. Sighted revs there, and up we go. Okay?
Yeah.
You have control.
I have control.
Helicopter November.
Probably back in,
32 November
back up to the hover, to the 2000 feet even.
2000 maintain heading.
No, let's do a climbing turn, downwind onto a southerly heading a little bit, just don't drift too far to the north.
Northwest of your field.
Stay in this patch around here, it's nice green fields around here.
And I'll be passing southwest of your location, sir, right there. It's 4 miles.
Heading practice is your climbing turns.
And 2 number Golf basic service, QNH 1007, report passing Gloucester City.
Pacific service tanks at 127, and we'll call passing it in Gloucester City. Yeah, 5 miles out there to November Golf.
Tower, check it, please.
Continue, Tower.
Tower 6, check it, holding that kilo would like to proceed to the fire training ground, please.
Continue, 300 points from you 1.
Well, top team, Bravo 1, check it, please.
X-ray, runway 04, clear to land with 040108.
Once we're at 2,000 feet, you can do a level turn back into wind to have a go at the maximum range also.
Okay. So just, can I go through it again then? So basically there's no flare, it's lever full down with an inch up again.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to keep the heading and maintaining, we're not going to give any
Yeah, so we want to keep it
changes.
75 knots and bring our revs to the bottom of the yellow band. The revs were fairly excited on recovery, so I suspect all you actually just quite happy with just a little bit of back pressure to restore the revs,
Yeah.
so they don't go up quite so high.
Three operating 5,000 foot to 500 in the Tewkesbury area just to the west. Roger.
Alpha Papa final 404.
Go Papa, continue the Cessna ahead, just crossing the threshold.
Copy the traffic in front.
That's a 10 format route here, Bravo 1, ready for departure. 10 format, hold up Bravo 1. Holding, ready for departure.
Okay, so height is 2,000,
Right there, short
area
back,
is green fields and the trunk road below. That's the M5, is it, or
This is the M50.
M50? We're still securing our seatbelts. Warning lights are out. Engine revs are good. T's and P's are green, green, green. Parking is fully out. Having a look out. Ready for auto rotation.
Okay.
Practice auto rotation. Go.
We'll leave up a bit more now, so we keep that horn staying on. Leave up a bit more. That's it. I'll hold it there. Keep 75. Leave up a bit. That's it. So hold your speed.
Papa Alpha, vacate right at the end.
Okay, so going to look to recover, so just a little bit of back pressure.
Second to crossing me 04, proceed to the fire training ground.
Climb away. Straight.
Helicopter November 32, November Golf, just reporting past the city at 5 miles.
And the people below, please have a sigh of relief.
Climbing power,
There we go.
climbing speed.
To right next. If I'm happy to continue with Bryce for onwards to November Golf. Up to November Golf, no new traffic to the south. Free for Bryce. Radar 124.275 today.
Back up to 2,000.
2,000.
Leaving the Bryce now, 175 to November Golf.
164.2.
And we'll have a go at each of the others, so we've just seen each of them before we go back, have a break and come back and continue with them.
Good again.
27 taxi to RTV.
I'm doing a climbing turn this time to the right, back it down to about 210.
And 4 Mike Whiskey right turn out from 04, clear for takeoff, with 050, 11.
Clear to take off, right turn out, number 4 Mike Whiskey, runway 04.
Send me the free checklist, because the one you showed me had more F's, more D's, more T's.
Oh, the free that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got that one, Roger. You can just park on the west side of
I've got the basic ones, I think, but
yeah.
The fire station.
Well, the extra is trim and transponder.
right.
So cycling trim in, transponder set as required.
Okay. Yeah, we've not got on to using that trim yet, have we? It's
Yeah, it's really for navigation than anything else.
Is it? Right.
Yeah, it's sort of a cruise flight than anything.
right. Okay, so building speed to 75.
And we'll do a level turn into wind. I don't mind which way you're going.
Okay, let's go this way again.
Number 4 Mike Whiskey, basic service, report 10 miles east.
Basic service, okay, November 4 Mike Whiskey.
Try and remember to look out and not just follow the instruments on your turns. Spending too much time inside, not enough out. Okay, so this time we're going to do an auto rotation, but we're just going to slow down to 53 knots. So rotor RPM in the green band, just as we do the normal standard auto rotation. But instead of slowing down to 65 knots, we're going to slow down to 53 knots.
Okay.
So do your checks and go when you're ready.
So height is 2,200. Areas green fields mainly. We're still securing our seat belts. Warning lights are out. Engine revs are good. T's and P's are green, green, green. Carb heat is fully out. Going back to 70 knots again, 75 knots. Having a look out. Everything looks clear, ready for auto rotation. Okay, so practice auto rotation, go.
Check up on the lever for your revs.
Green still.
Gloucester Golf, Romeo Bravo Hotel Foxtrot is complete.
Okay.
Down.
Putting out of auto rotation.
Golf Hotel Foxtrot, roger.
Back up to 2,000.
Faster approach, November 800, Victor Mike.
So on the entry, you don't want to flare quite as much because your revs went really high.
Yeah.
So just do a standard entry to start with, let it settle, and then just bring the nose up more gradually,
19 miles per hour.
rather than just one big flare.
Yeah, so trying to slow down slower rather than, yeah.
Service, join left base, runway 04.
Okay, let's do a climbing turn to the left this time.
Basic service, join left base for 04, report of time.
Ending on 210?
Yeah, it's just sort of keeping us in a similar area, but just varying it very slightly so we don't annoy the same lot of people.
I was thinking that.
Good day. Pickle up for taking for my whiskey, thank you.
Okay, so when we get to 2,000, we'll turn ourselves back into wind again, and then we'll look at the constant attitude auto rotation, which is at 40 knots, 40 knots.
Okay.
Gloucester Tower, Golf Sierra Whiskey Echo Lima, is MD 500 out of a private site at Warrington, inbound to yourself to go to Heliflight, currently at Worcester with Tango 1004. Golf Lima, standard helicopter arrival, heli north, runway 04, left hand, QT 1004, support with 3
It's a
miles.
fair trek, Warrington to Gloucester.
Yeah.
Standard helicopter arrival to Heli North and call 3 miles to run. Golf Echo Lima. Again, Golf Romeo Bravo Hotel.
Probably need to keep an eye out for him if he comes that way.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for him.
Golf Romeo Bravo Hotel Foxtrot, South Bravo 3. Not approved, Golf Romeo Bravo Hotel Foxtrot. Golf Echo Lima, basic service. Runway 04, left hand and use of Gloucester, QV 1004. Golf Echo Lima, basic service, runway 04, left hand, base, 1004 QV.
ready, back round and level turn, back round into wind.
Okay, level turn. Slight bit of climb on it just to get to 2,000.
Yeah, that's because your speed slows down in your turns. So where it goes wrong, you've got to maintain the speed in the turns as well as the height.
Okay, so building to 75 knots. So height is 2,000, area is green fields, we're still securing our seat belts, warning lights are out, engine revs are good, T's and P's are green, 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 carb heat is fully out. Ready for auto rotation? And we're just going to keep it to 45 knots.
40 knots, yeah.
40 knots, sorry. Practice auto rotation, go. So now we can pull out. So coming in, dipping your nose slightly.
Back up to 2,000. I was visual with the helicopter, but I've lost him again now.
That's it, okay.
Okay, so we'll come around onto sort of a heading of about 120, so we're climbing up to 2,000 feet. We'll do one more auto, and it'll just point us a little bit more towards the airport as we climb up.
5 miles. It's my port final number 1. Final number 1, thanks so much.
Yeah, I think I'm keeping an eye on the gauges a lot now, and I'm actually using the needles to adjust, make small changes.
Yeah.
Make sure they are, that one there was the lower end of the top end, if you like, of the revs.
Don't forget the carb heat.
Carb heat now.
So yeah, so again, a little bit too much flare because it did go up to the top of the yellow band. So just want to try and catch that a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So again, just slow it down, just slow the speed down a little bit more slowly.
Yes.
So last but not least then we'll look at the zero ground speed auto rotation. So we're going to bring ourselves down till we've got a vertical descent. And then whilst we're still in auto rotation, we're going to increase our speed back to at least 53 knots before we recover from the auto rotation.
Okay. So this is the one we have to pull out about 1,200 feet, which we only have 400 feet worth of space. And we have to dip the nose to get this airspeed up to 53 before we start climbing.
Yeah.
Helena, report your level. Helena, is that for me, sorry? Gothic Helena, AFM, report your level. Traffic, general handling in the tube-free area between 500 and 5,000 feet is a Euroconcept. We've already come down to 750. Gothic
avoid that village there.
Yeah.
Number 0 Victor Mike, runway 04, clear to land with 05010.
Clear to land, runway 04, November 0 Victor Mike.
So approaching 2000, going to build the airspeed to 75 knots. Height is 2000, area is green fields with a nice big river. Should we get past the river before we...
Oh, we should drift past it by the time you've done your checks and ready to go, yeah.
So, we're still securing our seatbelts.
Just make sure you don't get drifted over that village though. Okay.
So we'll start the haze check again. So, height is 2000, area is green fields. We're still securing our seatbelts. Warning lights are out. Engine revs are good. T's and P's are green, green, green. Carb heat is fully out. Ready for auto rotation. Practice auto rotation, go.
So lever up straight away. Then you can bring your nose up now those revs have settled down.
Yeah.
Number 0 Victor Mike, where do you wish to park?
Victor Mike for Sky Park, please.
So keep the nose coming up some more. Zero ground speed, up some more. Up a bit more.
Track 04 and vacate.
So about 20 knots I would imagine. Yeah, we're not actually going backwards yet. Close, but not quite. Okay, so now push the nose forward. Keep it straight. 500 on the nose. Okay.
Okay, now putting power in. Helicopter,
Yeah,
2
visual.
o'clock.
Keep the power coming straight in. Forward cyclone. So we don't go below 500 feet. Keep that power coming in. Keep the power coming in. Okay, so we're going to go back to the airfield. So just stay towards that yellow field and just climb up to 700 feet and finish your climbing checks.
Okay, so
And then you
around.
can say Gulf. Charlie Delta is 5 to the north. Request standard helicopter arrival to Heli North.
Just approach Skyflight 07 at altitude 3,200 feet. Request the RMP runway 09 approach at Gloucester via Evenop with information Tango and QNH 1006.
Shall I wait for the response? Yeah.
Contact Lima, field inside just under 3 miles.
Copy, Lima, clear to land, heading north with 04012.
Clear land, alley north, contact Lima.
Yeah.
Golf Charlie Delta is 5 miles to the north. Request standard joy to Heli North.
Golf Charlie Delta, bus approach standby.
Stand by.
Skyflight 07 Gloucester
So you can turn yourself towards the airport then now. Okay, so watch your speed in the turns.
Range 12
Slowing down,
miles
aren't we?
from Evenop and request procedural